California are battling massive wildfires. The firefighters here in Northeast Wisconsin go through the same training.
That's right. There's a lot on the line when battling these fires. Kristen Allen live outside Fox Valley Technical College this morning. Kristen, what is this training like?
Well, the same training techniques, or the same techniques rather, that the firefighters in California are using are also taught here at the Public Safety Training Building here behind me. There are some differences, but fighting a wildfire of any size is no easy task. And the first priority is always people, then property, followed by natural resources for firefighters battling wildfires. Some of the other strategies include using hand tools to remove vegetation in order to create fire breaks, as well as indirectly attacking the fire to prevent it from spreading further. A wildland fire instructor here at Fox Valley Tech says he tries to prepare all of his students for whatever they encounter.
But every area is different. Every vegetation type is different. Every terrain is different. You know, every area that they go to is going to be a little bit different. But some of that knowledge they gain here, they can utilize that in wherever they go.
One of the bigger differences is that here in Wisconsin, when there are wildfires, firefighters here use more ground resources. In California, they use a lot of aircrafts and helicopters to dump water. Reporting live in Greenville, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.